everyone. Hi, how is everyone doing? Well, if there's ever a time to start whining, this would be it. I can understand everyone is feeling a little tense, a little stressed, a little under pressure, and rightfully so. But today, from Wine With Me, we are going to actually, show you a little few things about wines that you should know in case you have decided to become a winer or continue being a winer or just start wining. So first we're going to do a little wine tasting today at home and just showing you how to handle your glasses when you are tasting wine. First of all, we're going to show you how to open a bottle of wine. And today we're using a Freemark Abbey Chardonnay, the 2016, which is a Robert Parker 90 point wine. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is your professional wine opener. And if you notice, it has a few parts. I'll tell you what each part is for as we go along. First, you're going to find the little knife, which is to cut the foil. So you're going to hold your bottle steady and you're going to turn your bottle, keeping the knife firm. So you turn your bottle, and by the time you get back around, the foil should be nicely scored. Then you take your knife tip, you put under the foil, and you remove it as easily and effortless as that. You can also cut it under this first lip or under the bottom. I like to cut from the bottom. Then you're going to close your knife. Then you're going to open the wine opener and find your worm. You're going to use your finger to find the tip of the worm, and you're going to use that to guide you just a little off center of the cork, and you are going to turn until you have about one turn left. Then you notice there's two levers on the opener. You're going to take the first lever and you're going to rest it against the lip of the bottle. Then you are going to ease up. Then you take the second lever. Again, do the same using your hands as a guide and leverage, and you pull, and just like that, as easy and effortless like that. No need to fight the bottle. All right, so we're going to hold our bottle, pointing our label, and we are going to pour in our first glass. And you do a little turn to stop the bottle from dripping, or sometimes you can use a napkin and you just block the napkin to stop the wine from further dripping. Usually in a tasting, you're going to pour maybe an ounce or two of wine. So first, this is what we do. We pour our wine. The first thing you're going to do when you pour your wine and before you taste, you're going to look at the color. You're going to examine your wine. That's why usually you see a white surface or a white paper, white tablecloth, because you get a chance to really see the color of your wine. And this one being a typical Chardonnay, you're going to see a nice bright yellow color, which you notice, nice and bright yellow. So we have looked at our color, and then we are going to take a sniff of our wine, okay? So you want to get in there, and you're going to smell whatever it is, aromas that are coming up. Whatever fruits, are you smelling green apples? Are you smelling butter for a buttery, oaky Chardonnay? Are you smelling something a little more minerally, which is going to mean that the Chardonnay maybe have more of a European Chablis kind of characteristic. In colder countries, you're going to have more minerals, and in a warmer climate, you're going to have more fruit forwardness, more oak and butter, if that is the style they did it in. All right, so first we're going to, so we smelled, and now we are going to swirl. And as we swirl, we're releasing more aromas from the wine, more of the characteristic, more of, what makes the wine what it is, whether it is more flavors, more fruitiness, whatever it is that we're trying to release. So we release that, and then we smell again. And of course, we're getting, once we swirl, we're opening up, doing what they call opening up the wine. So we're going to smell more than when we smelled it the first time. I like to smell it before and after, because like I said, when you smell it first, without waking up the wine, so to speak, you're not going to get a lot of the aromas in the wine. So we're going to smell, so we have done all of that, and then now the good side, the good part, we're going to taste the wine. So you put it, and you pull a little air in with the wine as you swallow the wine. Of course, in a lot of professional wine tasting, they don't swallow. They tend to taste and spit the wine. That is usually because in some tasting, you're tasting so many wines that if you are to drink all of them, you're going to leave quite drunk. But in this case, I'm not going to spit because I'm only going to taste 2 wines today, and I think I can manage that. So this Chardonnay, like I said, is a Napa Valley Chardonnay, Free Abbey, with a 90 points from Robert Parker. Usually, if you're going to take your wine tasting a little serious and you want to learn, you would now try to figure what aromas you're getting, what fruit, is it acidic, is it acidic, what level of acidity, the minerality of the wine. And usually you'd want to make notes. You want to keep a little wine book and you make notes of the different wines that you have tasted, the flavor profile, so you can always go back to see the ones that you really like as you go along and improve in your wine drinking and your wine tasting. So that was our first Chardonnay, and then now I'm going to do red wine. This time we're doing a Vino Maioppo Merlot, and it's a 2018. So it's usually easy drinking wine, not one that you'll have to store, not one that you'll have to cellar, just an easy everyday drinking wine. And we do the same, we repeat the same as we did with our white wine. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to look at the color of our wine, and we're going to hold it again against the white surface, and we're looking to make sure that it's not cloudy, it's not muddy, and it's not a dirty brown. Okay, so we have looked at that, and when we're sure that it looks good, then we are going to again raise the wine to our nose, and we're going to smell. After we have done that, we swirl, and that is called releasing the aromas or opening our wines, trying to release the tannins and get it to open up. The thing, and of course you'll hear people when they say, oh my God, look at those legs, look at those legs. The legs really can't tell you whether the wine is expensive, whether it's a great wine, whether it's good wine or not. What the legs really tell you is the amount of alcohol that's inside the wine. So that's what really the legs tell us, okay? So, and the rate of the alcohol release. All right, so here it is now. We have done that, and we are now going to smell again. Like I said, I like to do the second smell because I'm sure after you have swirled the wine, there are going to be aromas that are going to be released that you did not get on the first smell. All right, so we're going to swirl with smell, and again we're going to and then we swallow. Then we make notes of what it is that we're picking up. Are we picking up in the red wine like a Cabernet? Are we picking up dark fruits? Are we picking up any tobacco? Are we picking up chocolate? Are we picking up any kind of pepper? So you tend to so you try to find out what it is that you're actually tasting and smelling when you're doing the smelling, the tasting, and the sniffing. All right, so here is usual. So again, you make notes, you try and see if you yourself, and usually if you look at most of the bottles, they would tell you what the wine profile is. So once you have challenged yourself, sometimes you can actually look on the bottle to see how right you were, to see what aromas, what flavors, what were actually in that particular wine. And of course, we always have our glass of water that we can sip between to cleanse your palate between the 2 different wines, or 3 different or 4 different wines that you are tasting. Okay, so today that was our wine tasting 101, first in our series of wine from home or from the wine bar. Thank you guys, and for all you winers out there, keep whining. We won't hold it against you this time. And remember to visit our website www.winewithmenegril.com. We're actually delivering wines in the Negril area, and if you look on our website, choose the one you want and send us an email. We'll be glad to deliver it to your door. Thank you. Cheers. Enjoy.